Hello YouTube, I am back and here to show you the next level to the 3x3, and that is the 4x4. The 4x4 is obviously a lot harder, and to learn to solve the 4x4 you have to learn how to solve the 3x3. So if you want to learn to solve the 3x3, I'm going to leave it right there so you can click on the annotation right there. It's going to be there for the duration of the videos, and yeah. So, the first thing you need to know about the 4x4 is that there's new notation. Instead of just having the outside layers, there are also inside layers, which are noted by an asterisk, or a star, as I'm going to call it. For example, this would be L star, L prime star, R star, R prime star, U prime star, U star, D star, D prime star, etc. There's also, normally with the 3x3, you would just do 2U as uppercase or lowercase, it doesn't matter. Well, in the 4x4, it does matter. Because if it's lowercase, that means you would rotate the inside layer. So 2 little L would be this. Okay? Also, the hardest part of my understanding is that the hardest part is solving the centers. On the 3x3, you don't really have to worry about that, because the centers do not move in relative to each other. However, in a 4x4, they do. You can see that there's 4 center pieces, and if I move the inside layers, now there's 2 different colors of inner pieces. So that can be kind of difficult. The way I remember the color scheme on a traditional Rubik's Cube is red going from the top, red is on top, white is on the right, and blue is on the left. And then across from the white is the yellow, across from the red is the green, the orange, and across from the blue is the green. So yeah, that's all you really have to know for solving the 3x3. I mean 4x4. Now, I love this puzzle because you can use it for 3 different purposes. You can use it as a 4x4. You can use it as a 3x3 by just rotating the outer layers. And for 4x4, you can rotate the inner and outer layers. And you can use it as a 2x2 by just rotating the inner layers. Now, I am going to give you a 2x2 review, but I do not have my 2x2 as of right now. So, I'm just going to show you 4x4 for now. So, yeah, let's get started. I'm going to mix it up, and then we can start. Okay, that seems pretty scrambled. So, first thing you need to do is solve one center. On a 3x3, all the centers are already solved for you. However, on a 4x4, 6x6, and if there is one, 8x8, and any even number cube, you're going to have to solve the centers. And to do that, you need to get at least 4 center pieces in the correct place. So I normally start with the green and blue. So I'm going to start with that. To do this, you need to find 2 colors that match up. And I found 2, so you need to make 2x1 bars. This is a 2x1 bar, but they're not the same color. So to put this one up here or this one down here, I have to rotate this over and bring either of them up or down, respectively. And then you have a 2x1 bar of the same color. And now you need to find 2 more, like these 2, and do the same thing. Now, these 2 are, with the exception of this edge piece, next to each other. So, you would have to do 2 moves. 2U, or 1 of each, in an opposite direction. Step is almost entirely intuitive. There's only 2 algorithms that you need to know, and they're just mirrors of each other. So, do that. Oh, you want to make sure that you don't mess up this cube. So before you do anything, you want to make sure that this line is vertical, and then bring this up, and then take this around and bring this down, and you have one center solved. Now you need to go and get the other center. In this case, it's the green. Now you want to make sure not to mess up your blue side. So you need to find two, and as soon as you pair them up, if you see that your blue center is messed up, rotate it vertically, and then rotate the blue center back. Then you find two more. Blue center isn't messed up, and rotate them like this. Now, here is a problem. You can't get two centers by just rotating this up, rotating this down, and putting it back down, because that'll just mess that up again. So here's your first algorithm. You need to make sure that both bars are on the same layer and perform the algorithm. It doesn't matter which side you do it on. One side star, 2u, other side prime star. And there you go. You have two centers solved. What I mean by one side star, one side prime star is you do either L prime star, 2u, L star, or R, 2u, R prime star. Okay, so now what we need to do is get 2x1 bars of the same colors on the inside layers. You need to make sure that you're only rotating the front and these inner layers, because if you rotate these like this, then you're going to mess up one center that's already solved. So this entire stuff, like I said, rotate this up, rotate this so it's vertical, and then rotate it back down. Find another one, rotate it back, rotate it up, and rotate it vertically. For now on, I'm just going to point to the ones I see. So there's one right here. Okay, and now we have two of the same color, but we're not going to solve them yet. We still have to get all of the other colors fixed. So we're going to fix them. Now here's a problem. We have all other things, 2x1 bars, except for two, and the colors are the same. What you're going to do here is make sure that two center colors are on the same inside layer right next to each other, with the exception of this edge piece, and perform the algorithm that you already know, one side 2u, one side prime, and that will get both of them solved. Okay. If you come up with this problem where you have two directly across from each other and everything else solved, you're going to do the same thing. R, 2u, R star. And there you go. You got everything left. Everything done. Okay. Now you need to get these under there, and then you're going to use the same algorithm, R star, U. Yeah, you know the drill. So just do that for every side until you have them all done. Okay, so you're not done here. You need to make sure that you have red on top, white on the right, and blue as the front. And then you need to make sure that red is opposite of orange. In this case, it's not. Red is right next to orange in this case. So we need to do both algorithms, R star 2u, R prime star, L prime star 2u, L star, and that'll switch the two centerpieces. Now you need to check again. Red, white, blue. White is opposite of yellow, red is opposite of orange, and blue is opposite of green. So you're good. You're checked. you can now move on to the next part, which I will show, which I will post a annotation right here.